Okay. How about actually visiting your relatives during the month of Ramadan? It's kind of difficult sometimes. People are engaged with many activities, going to the mosque, engaging with their sometimes personal affairs. How is it something recommended? Sometimes you won't find the good time to visit them. During the day they're busy, they're sleeping or cooking or at work. Then during the night they're maybe praying Taraweeh, and when they come back, it's kind of difficult, isn't it?
Well, I would recommend my brothers and sisters to at least stop at those 10 nights, because it's very special, very precious, and just to make it free from commitments. And we need to stay. There are some are making i'tikaf, staying in the masjid. Some are reading more and more Quran, the istighfar, the first night prayers and prayers at the last third of the night. They are busy with making their ibadah. And during the Ramadan daytime, it's difficult for them to go. Some people would go for iftar invitation. But I myself and my family members, I try to tell them, please, keep us Ramadan, don't invite us, we will not invite you, because it's a time for our family to prepare food and to prepare. They are cooking, spending their one day, the whole day cooking in the kitchen. You are tiring them and you are eating a lot. And by the way, I don't recommend my brothers and sisters to eat a lot in Ramadan. Actually, some brothers call it the school of hunger. If you stay after iftar, just to eat, not to your full, just a little, I'm sure you'll enjoy Taraweeh, enjoy the first night prayers. You eat little and you go for Salah, you'll enjoy the sweetness of focusing, of khushu'. But the problem, we eat a lot and we go to the masjid, then we don't know, we can't breathe. We don't know what the Imam is saying and what the Imam is reciting of Quran. Why? Because we ate a lot. A lot of blood coming from the brain to the stomach. Therefore, that's an advice. Let's try some hunger in this Ramadan. Try to not to eat to your full, especially for the night prayers, the first one and the last one. Try to enjoy this. Therefore, consequently, as I said earlier, we needn't go and bother our relatives by accepting their invitations unless they insist and they promise not to make it a big meal. This is my opinion, but some people would say it's iftar, it's good and it's a reward to make you accept your invitation and you give iftar. But now some masajid, they do some iftar invitation and they give some laborers here and some needy people, and they come to the masjid for iftar. This is if you want to participate, or you might go to some charities. They accept money for giving iftar to other offices of the communities. For example, they give iftar to hundreds of needy people. But for ourselves to prepare, I think this is my opinion, we needed to make the family busy preparing food and wasting time in Ramadan. Therefore, we need to really enjoy, really appreciate what Ramadan means by spending those special and precious hours in the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Definitely. Now, can we maybe after Ramadan, there are many people would abandon reading the Quran. Sometimes they would. Is it okay maybe to listen to the Quran while you're driving on, for example, from radio? Is it something equal to reading or close to if somebody doesn't have the time?
We can't say equal, but first, Ramadan, as we said, is the month of Quran. We need to read a lot there. After Ramadan, if you can continue, it will be appreciated. But if you can't, just don't go lower than the allowed limit, as Nabi Muhammad said. Sometimes the Iman increases a lot. See? In Ramadan, for example, it goes high. But after Ramadan, should be at the ordinary level. You should not go beyond this level, the Sunnah level. Some people now, they are making Taraweeh, nice prayers. MashaAllah, their Iman is increasing. But what happens after Ramadan? Are they going down? They will leave Salah? Or they just keep Salah in the masjid? Or they leave Salah and pray some Salah? This is going beyond this. Nabi Muhammad ﷺ and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala understands the weakness of the human beings. Therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the Iman, the heart, or the Iman, the belief and the faith in your heart, it might increases during those spiritual occasions, in the presence of the groups of brothers helping and pushing you to make ibadah. But after Ramadan, we shouldn't go below that level. But as you mentioned, reciting Quran or is the top or number one, but comes next listening to Quran. Some people are busy, therefore they have to listen to Quran while spending hours in the traffic, especially some crowded areas and all over the world. I'm not saying here, but sometimes the crowd, the road might take half an hour. Why don't we listen to a good tape of Quran, of a good lecture to enjoy and to try to seize the opportunity and not to waste our time.
Definitely. Now we are watching actually live footages of from Mecca al-Mukarramah. If Mr. Al-Harfaj could give us just the wide picture so we could see the Al-Haram and Mecca, we would appreciate it. You are now watching live footages from Mecca, so definitely a lot of people are coming. And maybe if you want to comment, Sheikh Abdul Rahman, on this.
Well, alhamdulillah, a lot of Muslims, brothers, we met them throughout the world. They are enjoying Ramadan, and they are eager to come to Mecca. And they said it's our wish to come to Mecca for Umrah or for Hajj. And I met a brother in South Africa. He was working about 8 years to collect his budget and spending for to come to for Hajj. And therefore there are lots of hearts of Muslims. They are eager and yearning to come to Mecca, as Ibrahim alayhi salam said in the Quran, وَجَعَلْ أَفْئِدَةً مِنَ النَّاسِ تَهْوِي إِلَيْهِ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the hearts of people come and love to come to this holy place. Therefore, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect them and to accept their deeds. The brothers we are watching here, and sisters and Muslims everywhere coming, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to let their deeds go in vain and to accept their deeds and accept their Umrah. I did Umrah, alhamdulillah, but some people, I watched some brothers and sisters in Tawaf area, they would push and shovel sometimes. This is one. You are harming your Muslim brother and sister. You come from a long distance from your country, coming to Mecca to make your Umrah. Umrah is Sunnah, and for others are wajib for doing it for the first time. Some are doing it for the second time, the third time, and doing it as a Sunnah, optional ritual, and they come and they might harm others, especially when kissing the black stone. Shovel and pushing and might harm others. This is haram. You shouldn't do this in the way, it's not justifying because you are doing Umrah. No, you should do Umrah and respect others and show mercy to others, especially the weak brothers, the weak Muslim brothers and sisters making the Umrah. We need to smile at their faces, give them a space, not to shovel and not to push. we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all their deeds and what they have spent for Umrah. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, they are enjoying their qira'ah, they are enjoying salah behind the imams and the night prayers. Mashallah, the atmosphere there is very lovely and very sweet. Muslims everywhere doing their Umrah and Salat, Tahajjud, and a peaceful place and a sweet place, and all the people, you are encouraged to do more ibadah and more ta'at to Allah, obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Definitely. Now, Sheikh Abdul Rahman, let's maybe talk about the zakat a little bit, as if what we supposed to, what are the maybe technical steps that we should take in order to find out what are the let's say obligations that relating to the zakat pillar, the very important pillar of Islam.
Well, zakat in Islam, as we know, it's the second pillar, the third pillar after salah. As I said earlier, people, Muslims, choose Ramadan to spend and give their zakat during this holy month, to seize the opportunity and take the opportunity of the night of Qadr, and this is also accepted, and that's a good chance. But zakah is obligatory, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves the obligatory deeds to be done. In the hadith by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is a hadith Qudsi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that I love most the pillar or the pillars to be done first. I love my slave to do the pillars of Islam. Then comes the optional things. But some people, no, they do the pillars. They don't care for the pillars of Islam, like Salah, Zakah, and some, but on the contrary, they give more attention for the optional things or the Sunnah. I'll give you an example. Some people might go for a long distance for Salah to attend Taraweeh at other masajid. On their way, they might miss Isha prayers, which is fard, obligatory, compulsory, and they are doing it and wasting this time or leaving Salah, they don't attend the Jama'ah because they have to attend the Taraweeh. The Sadaqah is an optional thing from Zakah. Therefore, when we pay the Zakah, we say Alhamdulillah, our intention to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to purify ourselves, our greed inside us, that we give zakah and we are satisfied from inside us. It's a kind of inner conviction that I give sadaqah or zakat, the obligatory zakat, from my heart to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to give it to the poor. This is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not just because reluctant to give, no. I give zakah sincerely from my heart to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to pure myself. The term in Arabic, zakah, it means purification. It's cleansing the dirt inside ourselves to give it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Comes next, it is the sadaqah. It's the optional sadaqah. When one of the hadith, the great hadith, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, 7 persons will be shed in the Allah's subhanahu wa ta'ala throne's shade at the day of judgment. He mentioned many persons, one just leader, just imam, and a young who spent his youth in the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And comes next the one who gives sadaqah, but to the extent, very secretly, to the extent, is a parable, to the extent that he give it with his right hand, to the extent that the left hand does not know.